So hi YouTube, long time no record. I've been having some problems uploading from my iPad to YouTube. I think I may have resolved them by buying an application to upload that I've never had to use before, but for some reason since Google has got its mitts on YouTube, seems to all be a lot more complicated. Anyway, those are my problems. So I have got a number of videos that I recorded that I haven't been able to upload yet, and although this new app does seem to be doing the job, it's very, very slow. So something that I've been trying to upload for about the last 2 hours still hasn't completely gone up, and I wanted to get this one out of the way. This is my empties for January, and I used up quite a few body products. Most of them are old favourites, really. Well, some of them are old favourites. I know that I've talked before about the Bliss products, Bliss body butter. My favourite fragrance is blood orange and white pepper, and this is one of my favourite body moisturisers, although it's quite pricey. I tend to buy it in the States where it's a bit cheaper, and when there's a special offer, for example, when you can get the Soapy Suds shower bath wash as well, and I've used up both of those this month. So I'm having to find new things to put in my bath, but definitely recommend those, particularly if you can get them on offer. I think they're, good quality products. They make other fragrances as well. Some people like the lemon one. Bath and Body Works, again, another American brand that is quite reasonably priced in the States. I like their antibacterial hand washes in the bathroom, and this one, Iced Gingerbread, I had left over from last year actually in the Christmas season, and I just used it up this January. You don't get the very bottom bit out of it because of the pump. So now that I've talked about that, I will just pour that out and use that. And then I also really liked this Coconut Lime Breeze. Not very seasonal really, because it's quite a tropical fragrance. Very strong on the lime with a nice sort of coconut undercurrent. I've got the body wash as well that I'm still using up, and I've really enjoyed it actually. It's quite cheering at this time of year. So if you can get your hands on that, I think it's a fairly regular one in their range. Now this is a product that I didn't enjoy very much. It's the Desert Essence Coconut Shampoo, which is a nourishing shampoo for dry hair. And Desert Essence are, well, I don't know if they're actually organic, but they pride themselves on, being vegan, wheat, gluten-free, no parabens. So a fairly ethical product that I think a YouTuber I watch quite a lot called PinksoFoxy, Christine in Hawaii, recommended, and I like a lot of her recommendations. But I have to say I wasn't that keen on this shampoo. I did use it up, but I found that, and this is true of a lot of shampoos that don't use naughty detergents, I find they just don't get my hair very clean, or rather I have to use an awful lot of the product to get the same lather and cleaning effect as a much smaller amount of a product with harsher cleansers in, which seems like a bit of a waste really, because part of the reason they're good for the environment is that you're supposed to be using less of them, not more. So I kind of feel bad when I diss environment-friendly products, but I do find with quite a lot of them, they don't actually do the job as well as unfriendly to the environment products, and that's a bit of a bummer. And as I say, this, just left my hair very flat and dull and felt dirty again very quickly. So I really wasn't keen on this product, and I wouldn't repurchase it. It's quite expensive over here as well. Like a lot of American brands, they're a lot dearer than here. I love these pots for nail polish removing. I don't know if you've seen them. There are cheaper brands than this one, which is a Sephora one. But it's basically always the same idea. There's some sponge impregnated with acetone and a hole in the top, and you just swipe your fingers in. What I quite like this one was that the sponge is black, so it doesn't show up the old nail polish when you use it a second, third, fourth, etc. time, which some of the cheaper ones that you can get in Boots, British ones, just have colourless or pink sponge, and they do look a bit yucky, but they're very, very convenient and get your nail polish off very easily without scrubbing. Then I used up 2 perfume samples. Oh dear. And they were Tom Ford's Rive d'Ambre, which is one of the newer exclusives. An amber-based fragrance. I like amber generally. I started off really liking this, but then felt it was a bit harsh, and I'm glad I got a decant because I wouldn't actually buy a full size. And then the other perfume was by Gueralin, but it isn't one of the very well-known ones. It's called Gourmande Coquin. And again, this was recommended by a YouTuber whose videos I like. And it's a very sweet, almost boozy kind of fragrance. It made me think a little bit of brandy. I did like it, but it was a bit too sweet for me. So again, I won't be hunting that one out, but I was glad to have tried it. And then the other things are things that I'm just going to throw away, although I haven't finished them. I had a sort out of my eye pencils and quite a few of, I was going to say the cheaper ones, but I mean this Sephora one wasn't cheap. But it's very scratchy, and this is a L'Oreal one. I've barely used at all, but just don't get any payoff. You have to really kind of push and pull. Just don't think it's very good for your eyes. This one, that wasn't a problem. It's a Bobbi Brown. It was quite soft, but it started to dry up a bit. So I'm getting rid of those. And the same with some eyeshadows. This Bobbi Brown cream eyeshadow in Bone, which is a lovely basic colour, but you can see it started to, let's look a bit bright there, come away from the sides, and really difficult to get your finger in the pot, and then it's all kind of lumpy and powdery, so hardly touch that, but it's going to have to go. This one I use quite a lot. It's quite a big pot, the Smudge pot from Stila in the famous Kitten, and I have used it quite a lot, but again, it's just drying up now, so not going to use that. And there's a Smashbox liner that's going, and I'm quite sorry to get rid of this Mercia palette, which is lip colours that somebody gave me for Christmas a few years ago. I might take the brush out and clean it and use that actually. But the colours, although they're very pretty and I have used them quite a lot, they're starting to get that slightly stale smell that lipstick sometimes get. So I've decided it's time for that one to go. So, and the thing that just fell off the back, that was an Elemis wrinkle pen. And again, that's not quite finished up, but is starting to smell a bit bad, so that's being chucked. So those were my empties for January. I've had a quite good clean out, so most of my makeup is nice and fresh and usable, and I'll see you all too soon with February empties. Bye for now.